Novocaine movie review. Novocaine movie review. It's a good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. It's like, what do you call? Romance, action, typical story. The guy, he likes the girl, and the girl, she likes him. She likes him. She's actually, we learned this, and like they didn't expose in the trailer, which is good, that she's actually implicit in the heist, and she's out to do a bad thing, right? So that's a cool tidbit with this film, that she is a bad actor. She's got ill intent, and initially, but she falls in love with him, and we know that we learn that Simon's actually her brother, and then the other guy, whatever his name is, Ben, is the other guy's brother. And it's like there was 3 dudes to do the bank robbery, but the girl, the sister, was the inside. She was the inside accomplice. And so it's appropriate at the end of the film when she's incarcerated in jail. He's visiting her from jail, in prison. Actually, it should be not jail, right? Prison, I think. But the film was good. I liked it. It was a nice film. It's very typical. It's you watch the film and it follows a nice, predictable storyline, I guess. It's nothing groundbreaking or anything of that nature. It follows a predictable script, but that's kind of what makes it nice. You kind of know step by step what's going to happen in the film and stuff, and it was nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. I like that he's got the scalpel. I thought maybe he'd kill the guy with a scalpel, but no, he kills him because he breaks his arm, actually, because he can't feel pain. But he can get weak from being in pain because, or not even being in pain, because he doesn't feel pain, but the injury that he sustains can theoretically kill him. He's not Superman, like the dude. And I like that we find out that Rasco, his friend, is actually an online friend. He never met him in real life. He never met this guy in person. Is an online friend. It's purely an online friend. He never met this guy. But what do you call? He does, he meets him. He does meet this gentleman due to this ordeal, this endeavor that he's going through. And yeah, and I like that he lied about everything. He got a Harley. It's not a Harley. He's got, the dude said he has what is that? He's 6'5". He looks like Jason Momoa. And he at that moment he said, Jason Momoa's got a pretty distinctive look. He looks a certain way. This guy, you cannot say that you look like him when you don't. You see Jason Momoa, you're like, that's him. That's the dude. And Ben, obviously there's a scene where he puts the knife towards the eye, and he's like, whoa, okay, hang on, don't do that. Now I may not feel the pain from that, but I will definitely know that you're doing something there to it, and oh my God, please don't do that. Obviously, and then 1 year later, after the ordeal, he's okay. Actually, this girl was not incarcerated for too long, wasn't she? She was incarcerated because it's 1 year later, and she's got like 8 months left in the pen to go before she can be released. And he's like, oh, actually 7 months, 19 days, but who the fuck is counting? Because he's counting, right? But gosh, what was I thinking of in my head with this film, with this movie? I wonder if you guys can hear that, the car. It sounds kind of like it's loud, and I can hear this. I don't know where that noise is coming from. It's not this, it's something in the back, and it's so annoying. It keeps rattling. It only rattles sometimes. Other times I'm driving and I don't hear that. So I'm honestly not quite sure what the hell that rattling noise even is. But what was I thinking? She's pretty. You see her and you're like, she's a pretty girl. This actress, Thunder something. And But you think, yeah, I guess it could be feasible. Like she likes Jack. She's basically the pursuer. Like she's the one that initiates everything set in motion. Because Jack Quaid's character, he's like awkward. He's awkward and just like, what do you call? Odd. He's just like an odd person until you think like, okay, yeah, it seems appropriate, right? When he's like, I think maybe this was his first love, period. This girl coming to his life, this was his first. And you can tell, like, we can tell, they show us, like, I guess he doesn't have any family, or his family's not really around. And he doesn't have any friends, besides the one guy online. It's just an online friend, but that's it. He doesn't have, outside of him, he doesn't have any other friends. He does the job. He's worked there 6 years at this banking place. He's 30 years old. He's exactly 30, right? Exactly 30 years old. Works at this banking place. He's the assistant manager at the banking firm. And he's, she mentions, like, oh, they got the happy hour, the coworkers, you never attended. And it's just a little funny. Why don't you attend the happy hour and stuff? But I guess he grew up in San Diego, because that's where we are. Although the credits mention South Africa and Canada as maybe possible filming locations in Canada, or possibly South. Because when you open the film and we're watching it, I was getting the vibe maybe we're in New Zealand or Australia. I was getting Kiwi vibes. I don't know. The urban landscape to me, especially when they were in that downtown where his job is at, and that street. I don't know. I was looking at it. Obviously, when I'm watching the film, I can see it. And I was just thinking, like, I don't feel like I'm in the United States. I feel like I'm in another country. This film was filmed in another place. I don't know. I'm just not getting the vibe that I'm in the U.S. right now. But when he kills Ben's brother in the restaurant, obviously you see it in the trailer. So it's nice to see it play out in the movie. And then he gets the burnt hand he puts his hand inside the vats, and his hand's all burnt and yucky looking. And it's like, that's appropriate, that's good. And we keep it all throughout the film because, it's not going to go away. It's going to stay like that. Ooh, my goodness, third-degree burns. The burns are nasty. But then, obviously, 1 year later, his hand looks okay. And that's just the movie logic, but, like, no way. You got a skin graft on? Like, there's no way in hell your hand's gonna look absolutely fine, dude. Your hand's gonna look completely fucked. It's gonna look like shits, right? It's not gonna look good. But what was I thinking of in my head? What else was there to say about this movie? She becomes a good person towards the end because she's like, oh, I don't want to really do this bad guy stuff anymore. But she said she never killed anybody. She doesn't kill people. She just just an accomplice to the brother, and I guess maybe whoever else. I'm not sure how long they've been working with the other two gentlemen, that they're also siblings, they're brothers. She said she grew up in foster home care, so maybe that was true, perhaps, that she did grow up in foster care. It wasn't a loving home, but it also could be a lie, and that's just her character. She gotta say something like, "Oh, this is why don't ask me about anybody else in my life, because there is nobody else." He goes to use the bathroom because apparently he can't even feel his bladder work, I guess. This is funny. So he can't feel pain, but he can't feel pressure. So he does have some sensory feelings. He does indeed have some sensory feelings, because when she grabs his hand or his head in the one scene where she gets on top of him, it's the scene where we can see it's leading to sex, right? Leading to an intimate moment, intimate encounter. Which I guess is her I gotta lock it in, I gotta lock in the bag, you know what I'm saying? But what do you call? She pulls on his hair, I guess, from the back of the head, and he says I do feel a little bit of pressure. And she said, and then she grabs him. I don't remember. Maybe his genitals. I don't remember what she did. She did something, or no, I think she kissed him. And he said, "Did you feel that?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little something." So I don't know what this guy. He doesn't feel pain. His pain receptors, so his nerves. But I think pain is your nerve endings, right? So if he had sex with her, like he wouldn't feel. It would be like a visual, and I guess he would be stimulated. But I guess let's ask the question: what would be the enjoyment? I guess the enjoyment of seeing that person pleased. But like you wouldn't feel any physical pleasure yourself. It would be like a mental stimuli type pressure, I guess. I don't really know. It's kind of funny. It's a weird juxtaposition to think about with this film. A little odd, but anyway, getting off. I like his. He got the tattoos on his chest, and the tattoos like a story, like a storybook story. But in the middle of his chest, or his heart, well, his heart, but like the breastplate bone between the everything's connected with the ribs. You know, the main sort of canvas right there is devoid of tattoos, devoid of And then it's cute when 1 year later he shows her, and the story's completed, and it's actually, and he mentioned a good point, right? It's not the soldier, how do you call, or not soldier, the knight. Well, I guess the knight is a soldier, but he and the girl sort of rescuing each other. You know, they're like helping each other be rescued, because we saw she has like cuts, she's got scars, and she did like an art project thing. So I guess she's not always doing crime, maybe, or maybe not big time crimes, or maybe they were doing small time crimes and then they claimed this plot for like the big time crimes. I don't know, but you know, she does. She had like this help group arts type scene thing, and she's got these artworks for on display, and she even sells one. So like she can have an honest job of just making pretentious arts, perhaps, you know, that features like burn victims and people that are going through, like, it sounds like a very like liberal cause, something would be popular in liberal spaces, this sort of idea, this sort of type of art project, this endeavor. But what was I thinking of in my head? Yeah, it was a nice movie. I enjoyed it very much. You know, it was a nice film. I guess he's gonna see that guy in person now that he met him in person, not just an online friend anymore, although maybe primarily online. But like, hey, now I'm gonna see this guy in person and actually talk to him and shit. But yeah, it was a nice film. I enjoyed it. And thank you for listening to my review of this movie. Okay, bye.